Hello everyone, welcome back to Crusader Kings 2 Game of Thrones as King Theoma the Divine, the King of the Trident. Now we're currently in a civil war right now. We're fighting against Lord Gaston Darklin of Seagard. But before we continue, there's a couple things I need to do. Now first of all, let's have a quick look at our dungeons because we have two people in prison at the moment, but they're both ready to pay the ransom. And I think we will do this, especially for Master Harold the Kinslayer. He's a Master of the Widow's Tower. I think we're gonna just, he's only 25 gold, but he's so insignificant it doesn't even matter, right? He's an Ironborn and he's quite a dishonorable lad, but I don't really care all that much about him, so getting 25 gold from him is very nice. Now Edmund, I don't actually remember what he's done, but I think it was either trying to kill someone or trying to incite a revolt, or he was plotting to do something. And I wanted to actually keep him imprisoned, but now that his capital has already been besieged by the Lord of Seagard, he lost all of his men and also most of his garrison, so he's not going to be able to act against us in a while. So I think we're going to also take his 145 gold off of him because we are a greedy bastard, as I've said several times. So I think this is a really good idea for King Theoma. Now, another thing I need to do is obviously set up some more minor titles because we need more bodyguards and more commanders in this battle or in this war and for all the wars to come. So let's first set up some new bodyguards. I've already had a look at this and there's one bodyguard we definitely have to appoint, one person we have to appoint to our bodyguards, and that is my grandson, Sir Alexander Vance. Now he is actually a formidable fighter. He's a brave man. He's been knighted, which, well, doesn't really matter that much to us, but still, his dual skill is so high, 20, very nice, and he's only 16 years old. Now also, obviously, because he's our grandson, he will actually, well, he's probably quite loyal, and it's going to be very fun because we have Sir Lucan the Hunter as our current captain of the household guard, and then we have three, well, so far two, but with him, three of our grandsons as bodyguards. So we have Axel Blackwood, we have Prince Clears, our Master at Arms, also our grandson, and now we also have Sir Alexander Vance. Now, lastly, I actually want to also appoint a woman, Shira of Tarth, and she's actually the spouse of my other grandson, Prince Clears. There we go. Now she is not as good as Sir Alexander, but still she is pretty good. She's a skilled fighter and also quite brave, so this would also be a very good addition to our bodyguard team. Now, as I said, we'll also need some more commanders, and we're gonna make our captain of the household guard, so Lucan, a new commander. He's a skilled commander, so definitely put him in there. And also we are going to make Alexander Vance, our grandson, as well as bodyguard. We're also going to make him a commander, simply because we, well, have need of organizers and flankers. Now we actually were kind of starving or craving flankers. Now we have three of them. We have my son, we have Mohor Darkling, and now also my other grandson, Sir Alexander, which is cool. But because he's an organizer, he would also probably do quite well in the center. But actually, no, does he have a... No, he doesn't have a penalty for leading the center, so that's pretty good. We also can set up a new King's Justice and Cupbearer, but I think we'll do that as soon as we're done with the Civil War. Also, what we need to do as soon as this war is over is change our laws, especially the obligations, because currently we have a tax-shifted noble obligations, but if we shift this to maybe slightly levy-focused, we're going to get so many more men, which is something we definitely need. Now, of course, this is also obviously kind of dependent on how much our vassals like us, and well, you all know that our vassals don't like us a lot. So perhaps we're never going to get that many troops as King Theoma, but we can at least try. One more thing I quickly want to check out. No, we've already made clears. Alright, fine. So those are the things I wanted to get off my chest first, and let's roll forward. But we're not going to go too fast because there's a couple of things I want to look at as well. Now, one thing I should mention is obviously that in the last episode, Septon Alan Bracken, the last landed Bracken, actually died from drinking too much, and that was exactly what I expected would happen because he was a craven and a drunkard. I knew we did not have to worry about him, and I was right, which is very good. So I actually asked this lady to stop her plot, and she will probably accept. She hasn't actually accepted just yet, but she will soon enough. Now, obviously, we are currently in several wars. We have this huge civil war in the north, which seems to be lost. I mean, it's at negative 83%, and I don't see any strong northern army, but I see a lot of strong enemy armies, and yeah, we wouldn't even be able to defeat them all. We had one battle that we participated in, we won that battle, but that was all we could really do. We've just beaten Lord Gaston's army, and he's now coming back, probably trying to besiege some of our lands here. But I think as soon as we've taken over Sigurd, he will bend the knee once again. But yeah, that will be in a while. Well, as soon as we've taken over anyways. So that is what's going on in the north. Now, obviously, the wildlings don't really concern us too much because... okay, so she stopped her plot, good. So the wildlings don't concern us too much because unless there's a king beyond the wall, they don't even then, they hardly pose a threat. But, you know, if they're not even united, who cares? Now, the Night's Watch obviously is always a little bit interesting because we have Lucas Kada still as the first steward, and Damon Summerek, I should probably mention, he made his way back to Dragonstone. So he is no longer in Essos serving the Second Sons as a general. He has amassed quite some wealth over there, but now he's back, and he's potentially, yeah, he's already a commander of Dragonstone. He's still at court, but now he's leading troops in Derry right here. Yeah, army of Sir Damon. Immediately, the Black Dragon is in charge of 15,000 men of Dragonstone. And they are, I mean, Dragonstone's in need of new commanders, because right now the Dragon King Aegon is at war with Storm King Armand, which we knew, but he's losing by 56%. I have no idea how this happened, but apparently this 6-year-old Storm King is doing a really good job in this war. Now, also obviously he had a little bit of help from the Sea Lord of Bravos, who's also attacking the, I guess, Essosi holdings of the Dragon King. So I think he's kind of divided his forces between, obviously, Westeros and Essos, and that kind of makes it difficult. And I'm thinking that it's because, yeah, Dragonstone is sieged, so that is why he's losing so badly against the Storm King. But as soon as he moves his troops, the Storm King's probably going to lose. I don't know, how many men does he have left? Well, still 30,000, which is ridiculous. I wish I had that many men. Now, obviously, the Storm King also has to defend against King Edmund of the Reach, but so far there has not been a single battle. So this war is basically just a cold war, it seems like. But this is mostly due to the fact that King Edmund of the Reach has currently currently has to defend his lands against King Lyman of the Rock and King Ronald II of Mountain and Vale, because apparently the Westerlands decided, or the King of the Rock decided, it is time to strike at the Reach again, but he's going to lose. He's already losing his war, which, you know, is not really a big surprise. He has 18,000 men, whereas King Edmund has twice the numbers. And I don't know how many men King Ronald has, but he's currently also in our war, so yeah, he's kind of distracted. So the war in the north has ended. Well, that was to be expected, and that means King Brandon the Rash has lost his throne, and he had to abdicate in favor of his firstborn daughter, Queen Mora. Now, what that means is we're actually able to press the weak claim of my grandson's wife, Mariah Stark. We might want to do this. We're not going to do this right now, but perhaps this is something that old King Theoma will attempt to do at some point. But we'll see. Now, okay, Manfred Frey has actually improved relations with our spy master Lord John, but wow, it seems as though our relations are beyond repair. Yeah, we're so disliked. This is terrible, but nonetheless, he's doing a good job so far. I have to admit, I mean, House Frey as well as House Vance have grown so powerful under King Theoma's rule, but they deserve it. These two lords have always come to our aid. They've never failed us, and I mean, even if they don't like us, they are still doing what they're told, or what they're supposed to do. We actually have a big faction deposing King Theoma. Now that is not good. Who is this? Lord Jonathan. Actually, no. Lord John. Oh, I was just gonna say they have never done anything against us, and now he wants to depose us. I think he's not in his right mind anymore. He's infirm. He doesn't know what he's doing. An old friend. I would have never expected him to do this. Never would I have expected him to do this. Alright, we'll see how... He's actually just as old as we are, if I remember, or if I've seen this correctly. Yeah, he's 61. Anyways, I've gotten an increased amount of questions from Gisine Vance, my granddaughter. Okay. About the gods and the rituals of the old gods' faith. Well, we're gonna teach her, of course, because that was the whole plan of focusing her childhood education on heritage, just so that she becomes old gods. Yeah, there she is. Very nice. That's gonna help out. Now, obviously, we are able to marry again, but I think King Theomad doesn't want to have any more wives. It's been terrible so far, and there's no need. We have enough sons. We have 4 sons, 3 daughters. We don't need any more kids. In fact, we don't have enough castles to give to everyone, so this is already kind of a problem. One of our slaves, Mizara. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, of course, an attractive slave is always good. Alright, we're just gonna keep her here. At some point... Oh, she's Giscari. At some point, someone will offer some money for her, so that's fine. Can't believe John Vance. I just cannot believe that he's doing that. Oh well, whatever his reasoning may be. Now, actually, the armies of the Vale have just defeated, once again defeated, Lord Gaston's troops. And yeah, soon enough, we will have broken through. Now, also, I guess 2 regions I haven't really been focusing on are the Iron Islands, who are, as well as, obviously, we, in a big civil war right now. Actually, 2 civil wars. Prince Harvin of the Iron Islands and Sir Joserin are attacking in the second war against tyranny, and yeah, also defending against Lord Rivagoran Greyjoy of Pike, which the first war he's actually winning, but the second, yeah, he's not winning right now. Is that Lonely Light? Of course, Prince Harvin the Monstrous rising, actually, yeah, he's rising up against his king, but he doesn't have a proper heir. At least it doesn't seem like it. Okay. Now also, the only nation, or the only region that is currently not at war in Westeros is Dorne. Princess Maria, or Princess Daria, the Black Sun, is keeping her people well fed and well out of trouble, which is good. I wish we would have had an alliance with her. It really would have helped us out quite a bit. Her son's actually not at court at the moment. Interesting. But yeah, apparently this faction... Oh, okay, so John... I knew it. I knew John Vance would have never done that. John Vance would have never actually kept this faction open. He's just getting old, I think. He doesn't know what he's doing. I think that is truly the problem. But yeah, he is known as distrustful, but he's never really doing anything too bad. I've been told there's another deposed faction, but I think it's been going away as well. Alright. Prince Harvin for the Trident, Lord Jonathan Piper, and Lord Aemon Botherwell. And we can imprison Lord Edmund of the Trident again. Really? He wants to buy my... wants to buy the loyalty of my priestess. You know what? That is not that important. Alright, fine. But I just don't really care about that too much. I think I want to finish the Civil War first before we do any other things, any other shenanigans. How is your war going? Yeah, he's still losing. That is so surprising. So surprising. Perhaps it is the time for us to declare another war on the Dragon King. But yeah, there is a slaver offer. Well, I want the most money possible for this very attractive young lady. So 150 gold coins, and she's yours. Let's see what he says. He's probably not going to accept, but we'll see. He agrees. Oh, wow. Wow, that is very good. Well, man, being a slaver is just so profitable. So profitable. Now, I've already kind of talked about, or I've already thought about what I will do with Seagod, and I've decided that I'm going to give Seagod to my firstborn son, Prince Gillam. And the reason for this is very simple. First of all, he's the only one who doesn't actually hold any lands of his own just yet. And more importantly, he's actually the rival of Lord Gaston Seagard, and we only went to war because this man right here is trying to kill my son, his future king. So I think it would only fit very well if my son was to become the new Lord of Seagard, and we've just broken through, and as I expected, we're now ready to peace out. So let's do that. Thanks to all of our good allies who have helped us in this war. Okay, and I think it is time that we will take away his stuff. Yeah, we can probably hold it. Well, that's not what I wanted. Banish him to the Night's Watch. I don't think so. Let's revoke a title, and this time I'm gonna read what this says. Revoke for 100 prestige, that's fine. This will lower Lord Gaston's opinion, that's fine. Since Lord Gaston is a traitor, our vassals will not object. So this, our vassals won't care about. Now I wonder what's gonna happen if I then take away something else, but he's definitely going to lose the High Lordship. It's just the way it is. Or should I wait? You know what, actually I'm gonna wait and we'll see if this event pops up. Sometimes an event pops up. Oh yeah, there it is. So the war has been won, the rebels' armies have been crushed by your brave loyalists. Lord Gaston Darkland, one of the traitors, has been brought before you to hear your judgment. So we could let him bend the knee. Of course we're not going to do this since we're a ruthless person, and he has kind of hurt our pride, and he tried to kill our son. I mean, yeah, if that's not reason enough. Now we could also demand his head. He will forfeit Seagard. Now I think this is only going to be the High Lordship, but we'll see. We'll see how this, we'll see that works out. We'll be taken prisoner. This will likely disappoint his former loyal bannerman. Well, I don't really care about that too much. So let's see what happens. I hope he loses everything. Now he just loses the High Lordship. Yeah, I expected that. Now this is obviously a little bit frustrating, because I don't have a castle that I could give out with the High Lordship. She's imprisoned by Lord Gironca as well. A lot of people are imprisoned by Lord Gironca, it seems like. What if I was now to take away his title? Okay, they would not object. It says so. So I wonder if we're now going to get tyranny for that. I hope not, but we'll just try. And even if, I mean, who cares, right? Revoke the Lordship of Seagard, there we go. And our vassals should not object. And apparently they did not. Okay, we can ransom him for 26 gold. I don't know if I want to do that. But yeah, we are actually the Lord of Seagard, and we have not... Okay, we have not incurred any more tyranny. Very nice. Okay, so here's exactly what I said. Oh, I'm going to do exactly what I said. I'm going to give you the Lordship of Seagard, and I will also make you High Lord of Seagard. And there you go. Enjoy this. Gillum, you're no longer my seneschal, but I think we're going to reappoint you immediately, or we can see if there's someone else more worthy of the job. Not for sure, not an Ironborn. All of these people don't like us. Maybe Malvin. Malvin, perhaps. I think my first son. Yeah, you've been my hand for the king for a long time, but now I think you have enough, I guess, work to do taking care of Seagard. So perhaps it's time for my third son. Where is he? Malvin. Yeah. Because he's actually, I mean, he's just the Lord of Southstone. He has not that much to administer, and I think by now, most of the, yeah, he has a full garrison, so there's not really much he has to take care of. The last Bracken has died, so I think he's probably the best for the job of Hand of the King, although he does not like my other two grandsons that are my, He's rivals with both of my grandsons, sworn to protect me. That's not good. That is not good at all. But I still think I'm gonna make Malvin my Hand of the King. Is there anyone else? There's no one else I could really pick. I could pick Sir Alison. No, he's too young. He's too young. Emin Botherwell. No, he wanted to rise up against me. So Wilbert of Shoreham, he's maimed. Lord of Willowwood. He wants to become counselor. Chronicler. Okay, whatever. He's a craven, though. He's greedy bastard. No, I think I'm gonna give it to my son. And you will oversee this province right here. Thank you very much. Anything else I need to do? Obviously, yeah, we need a new commander. And we need a new regent. I think still my firstborn son will be the regent. He will still be the regent because he's the heir. So that makes sense. We do need, however, a new commander. And I think this time I'm going to give that to maybe Arvin, the Master of Harrowtown. He was in my prison, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, but he is a brilliant commander. He's the best one we have. So we'll give it to him. And anything else we need to do? We need a new King's Justice. We can only pick a Captain of the Household Guard. Well, I guess that makes the choice rather easy. And as a cupbearer... Ooh, Lucas is not happy. Wow. Why is he so unhappy? Oh my gosh. Lucas is not happy at all. Why? What is it? What changed? Why is he so unhappy? Oh, he no longer... Now, this is something I really don't like. He no longer has positive relations for giving him lands. Look, here, Grand Lordship, Grand High Lordship, he no longer has that. So Lucas actually does not like us anymore. Or perhaps he's just unhappy that I've given Gillam Sea God. But anyways, let's quickly check out Lord Stefan as well. Okay, so my fourth-born son is now heir, or still heir, to Duskendale. So that means, potentially, that both of the Darkland strongholds, Seagard and Duskendale, could come under Blackwood control. One of them already happened, obviously, but perhaps even Duskendale will go to my fourth-born son, Roderick. That'd be so good. All of my sons will have castles. Actually, all of my sons will be High Lords. Very nice. Alright, some of your kin are unhappy that you granted the Lordship of Seagard to Jill and Blackwood, as they were expected to be granted the title themselves. Theo Bracken. Oh, come on. Bugger off. Bugger off. Stupid Brackens. Alright, so now we can imprison Lord Edmund Wypern again. I don't think I will do that. I don't think I will do that. I can call Gaston Darkland for trial. You know what? I'm gonna ransom you. 26 gold is better than nothing, so yeah, that's fine. Prince Gillam has founded the Crown Loyalist faction. Very good, very good. And Lord Edmund has founded the Pose faction. What a fool. Well, luckily, I have reason to imprison him, so I think we're going to do that, although that means he's going to rise up immediately. Still, we're going to do that. He's locked away in a dungeon. Once again, what an idiot. What an idiot. He's going to stay there. He's just going to stay there. No point of trying to call him for trial. I'm just going to leave him there for now. So another day at court, another endless procession of matters that you are required to pass judgment on. As yet another peasant drones on about his sickly pigs and the neighbor he believes poisoned them, you feel a profound emptiness. This isn't the life you had imagined. Okay, so despite all of the things that we have achieved so far, we are still feeling depressed. This is not good. This is not good. I can't really explain why we feel this way, but alright. And, Prince Gillam used a favor on Prince Lucas de Chast to force him to join all their factions. Which means... Wow, look at this! Okay, I have to admit, I wasn't sure about Prince Gillam, you know, becoming or staying our heir. But now that Lucas doesn't like us anymore, he was forced by his brother to join the Crown Loyalist faction. Okay, Gillam, I have to admit, you've just proven yourself to be a loyal heir, and I hope, I wish all the best for you if you ever, well, if you're ever gonna reign. That means, obviously, if I ever will die. But wow, I'm impressed. I have to admit, I had my doubts about Lord Gillam, but, I mean, right here, this just proves that he only wants the best for House Blackwood. I don't know, I'm just speechless. This is great. I've never seen this, but this is amazing. He had a favor from his brother, and he used it to force him to stay loyal to me. This is great. This is so great. But yeah, guys, I think another episode that Theuma has survived, and I'm gonna have to end right here, and I'll come back next time when we have hopefully gathered a little bit more men in our garrison. Perhaps we're gonna be ready to strike at the Dragon King Aegon again. Let's have a quick look at him once more. Yeah, he's losing both of his wars. Both of his wars, yet still he has 19,000 men, so we shouldn't underestimate this. We don't have nearly as many men, and obviously there's always his dragons, and now Daemon Samarek is master at arms of Dragonstone, so this is very difficult. But anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time.